Good morning, parents, educators, and every other person who has taken the time to be here today. Thank you for the invitation to present for you. I am always honoured to participate in any discussion about early childhood issues. For today, I would like to use this opportunity to talk to you about something that I feel, as an early career early childhood teacher, is of great importance. I'm talking about children and the creative arts. I am passionate about this topic because I believe strongly that the creative arts are an essential area of the curriculum and hold much value to the development of children. Believe it or not, I'm not the only person that thinks this. Educational theorists such as Benjamin Bloom recognise the importance of creativity at the top of his taxonomy of learning domains, while Howard Gardner recognises visual and musical learning as part of his 8 areas of intelligence. The overall purpose of my presentation is to promote a greater awareness of the many ways in which all young children might demonstrate arts-based competencies, including art, dance, drama, music, and media, in their everyday lives. This includes at home, within their community, and also within educational settings. In addition to this, I would like to suggest to you some practical ways in which early childhood educators can interact with children in order to support their art experiences. Early childhood experts throughout the world recognise the importance of play. For children, play is the greatest tool with which they can explore their world. Play is recognised as a child's way of learning. It can be problematic. It raises new questions. Play challenges a child and can lead to new understanding of self and of others. In Australia, this idea is accepted and promoted through the Early Years Learning Framework, Belonging, Being, Becoming. The EYLF states that play allows for the expression of personality and uniqueness. It enhances dispositions such as curiosity and creativity. Play enables children to make connections between prior learning and new learning. It assists children to develop relationships and concepts, and it stimulates a sense of well-being. Play is described as the ideal context for learning, as it, like the creative arts, has the possibility to interrelate all aspects of learning development, including physical, social, emotional, personal, spiritual, creative, cognitive, and linguistic development. With this in mind, it is clear to see that the arts are a most natural vehicle for play. This is especially true when you recognise that all children have generally had some prior experience in arts within their daily life. This experience should be the foundation for any further exploration. Children between the ages of 0 and 5 are surrounded by creativity. In their everyday lives, they might experience the arts through a variety of avenues. It is really important for teachers to acknowledge that children bring with them to the educational setting a vast fund of knowledge and experience. When this is acknowledged, children are accepted as competent learners and can be active agents in their world and their learning. The EYLF outlines that from before birth, children are connected to family, community, culture, and place. Their earliest development and learning takes place through these relationships. As children participate in everyday life, they develop interests and contract their own identities and understandings of the world. This tells me that as an educator, I need to recognise and understand the social and environmental nature of each child's development in order to learn about each child's identity. The home setting is possibly the most important aspect of a child's life to consider. Bronfenbrenner's theories recognise that every childhood is different because of the variations of family, community, and social environments in which children are located. Bronfenbrenner's theory identifies the central system surrounding the child as the family. The family plays a vital role in shaping actions, values, interests, attitudes, and behaviours for the developing child, and the family provides the connecting link for the child to the community. Adjacent to the family support system is the range of services and programs in the community, where children form relationships with other people such as teachers, childcare workers, artists, musicians, performers, and curators, in environments other than the home, such as schools, learning centres, libraries, museums, studios, and performing arts venues. Consequently, parents, teachers, and adult guides are critical to supporting the child's learning by helping them make sense of the world. In the home setting, children experience visual arts through craft, reading, storybooks, drawing, painting, and mark making, through decorating cakes, through engaging in interactive games such as Pictionary. They experience drama when engaging in role-play games or dress-ups, when they play imagination games or made-up stories. Children experience music when they make noises, imitate their family sounds, learn songs, rhymes, and musical cues. This can be from video games. Children experience dance when they engage in backyard performances and exercise routines. Children experience media through video games. Increasingly, children bring experience of engaging with sound and music produced through digital technologies, including those embedded in toys, interactive games, and software. Children have, in their ears, the musical vocabulary of their socio-cultural setting, a vocabulary that is diverse and complex. Carrying on from experiences in their home life, children also experience the arts as a participant in their community. Educators should recognise that there are many individuals and groups offering arts engagement and learning opportunities for children outside of school. Children can experience music and dance at their places of worship. Children come to the early childhood setting with a repertoire of songs, rhymes, and games learned from family, friends, and the media. They engage in drama at the playground or at the park. They visit theatres, galleries, and museums. Festivals can provide opportunities to experience music, drama, dance, and visual arts all in one. This is also true of attending cultural events. Within educational settings, many arts experiences are planned. However, many are not. These can include organised excursions or incursions, discussing or responding to visual art, viewing art, mark making, including scribbling, drawing, and painting, clay and construction, block construction, block play, and sand play. School choirs and anthems give musical experience, while formal music and art lessons also provide these opportunities. Now, from what we have just learnt, we can begin to understand the way in which early childhood educators can assist children in their learning and development by taking into account the social knowledge that they bring to the educational setting. A co-constructive approach is a term commonly used within the educational community to describe an approach to teaching that aims to do just this. This approach is based on the belief that students are able to increase the efficiency of learning when they play an active role in making meaning. This kind of teaching aims to foster critical thinking and to motivate students to become independent learners. In a co-constructivist classroom, activities will be child-centered and interactive. The child will be the key participant, and the role of the teacher would be to encourage and to support the child to be responsible and autonomous. In this way, the child is actively participating in the learning process. Social constructivist theorists such as Vygotsky claim that children can only go so far in their development as independent learners and require an interpersonal support system to help them reach the zone of proximal development. In other words, children can reach towards their level of development when they work together with more experienced learners, either adults or more capable peers. In terms of arts and culture, this means that there is a key role for adults to play into providing interpersonal, technical, and intellectual support for children learning. What does this mean for me as an early childhood educator? Firstly, I know that building relationships and forging bonds with my students' life outside of school is going to help me to plan to build upon what they already know. This tells me that early childhood educators need to prioritize gathering information on every individual student. This information should include art experiences, interests, and culture experience, and any involvement within community organisations or group the child might have. Any information you can gather to provide insight into what their lives outside of the educational setting are like will be helpful. Secondly, I want to explore my community and become familiar with all the services and programs and cultural experiences they have to offer. Building partnerships within these institutions will allow me to incorporate them into my teaching and open up a new avenue of inspiration and resources. For example, if I am planning a music activity for a group of toddler-aged children, I would want to speak with family members and get some information about what kind of music is played at home. What songs or noises are their favourite? Do you have any routines that involve music? I would also talk to the child and ask, what songs do you sing? When you make up songs, what are they about? Do you sing when you're happy or when you're sad, or both? Where do you sing your songs? And who do you sing your songs for? Do you sing your songs for yourself or for others? For example, Jenny is an infant who I have noticed expresses great joy when I dance with her to music. Because Jenny is only 8 months old, she has not started to walk yet. However, she can stand up while holding on to something and loves to bounce. After talking to Jenny's mum about her home experiences, I have learnt that Jenny's mum also loves to dance around to music at home, generally funk music, and that she has made a routine of doing this outside with Jenny as she hangs the washing on the clothesline. Taking this information, I would plan an activity for Jenny that aims to interrelate her home experience and her childcare experience. This activity I have prepared is called Scarves and Music. The outcome would to give Jenny experience using material while responding to music. Materials include a colourful collection of fabric scarves, funk music, similar to that played at home, and devices for Jenny to hold on to if she wishes. This experience appeals to Jenny's interests and will allow her to build on what she has experienced by doing it herself. As you can see from this very simple example, intentional teaching involves more than simply providing materials and leaving children to their natural development. At every step of the program, from designing and planning through to supporting and assessing and evaluating, there are important and deliberate decisions and choices that the educator must make. I hope you have found my examples and information relevant to you in your professional development. I would like to thank you again for participating in this learning with me, and would now open the room to a discussion. Thank you so much.